There was a story out there. Jake Fisher of Yahoo had just kind of a run through of a bunch of different things going on around the NBA. And obviously the trade yesterday with Pascal Siakam going to the Pacers was at the top of the list. He talked about a couple things involving the Suns potentially. He said the Suns and Bucks are two teams considered as possible homes for P.J. Tucker if he becomes a free agent. So that's something to keep an eye on. Separate from that, he talked about how the Suns, if they were going to make a trade, he said they've explored what the combination of Grayson Allen and Nasir Little could bring back. No offense to Nasir Little, but he just hasn't played much for the Suns. If they traded him today, I don't think our phone lines would light up. Like, can you believe they traded Nasir Little? If they traded Grayson Allen today, people would freak out.
Yeah.
And probably rightfully so. I'm not saying he's untradeable, but, man, there better be a real – not just a big name or a big defender coming back in return, but somebody you know for a fact 100% will fit in with this specific team, because that is one question I don't have about Grayson Allen. I know he fits in on the 2024 Suns.
Yeah, just looking at the history of the Phoenix Suns, of course, and thinking of Grayson Allen and how he has come and made such a massive impact on this team right now, and how we're talking about this and having this very conversation about Grayson Allen. Before the season started, I think we all were curious about Grayson Allen, right? So kind of liked his game, liked his effort, liked the fact he's going to try on the defensive end of the floor. He's going to go out there. He's going to play hard. Could shoot the three. His stats are really interesting when you go and look at it, Basin audience. He's been in the league for 6 years. He's been on 4 teams, and he's got a 40.7 shooting percentage from beyond the arc. Think about that.
For a career.
For his career. Yeah. Think about that. How many guys would love to have almost a 41% shooting percentage from beyond the arc in the NBA? I mean, that's really, really good. And yet he's on his 4th team in 6 years. You know, you wonder, he was kind of under the radar. When is the last time a Phoenix Sun actually made an impact when he was kind of under the radar coming into the season? Do you remember? Do you have a guy that you would think of?
I don't. This is one of those questions I kind of threw out in the email with no answer in mind.
Are we talking about additions in the offseason in terms of like free agents and signings? Because would you say Cam Johnson? I mean, no one really expected.
Yeah, but he was a high draft pick.
Cam. Johnson?
No, I think that's that. I see where you're going on that. But how about this? Kelly Oubre Jr.
Yeah, that is.
Elia Kobo.
How about that?
Well,
well, you just got an Elia Kobo thrown in. If she texted that to
let
you,
it go at some point in
she
time.
would delete that if she could.
I said Elia.
But you're green, so she can't.
And you had 16 by Kelly Kobo. You had 6 Elia Kobo and Kelly Oubre. I'm getting that total.
This is one of those things right there where you just, oh my goodness, somebody, it's Kelly Oubre Jr. Ron, thank you. We appreciate that. But think about it. When he came here, he was averaging somewhere around, 9 points in his 4 or 5 years before he was in 9 points.
Yeah.
And suddenly he came here and he was averaging, 16, 17, 18.7.
That's a good one.
He made a huge impact, and I would say also on the defensive side.
And when he got here, the Suns, for one of the few times in franchise history, just had no identity. Remember, as a team, they felt like they just had no self-confidence as a team, and he actually brought some actual character and some swagger to the team. So, yeah.
Kobo. I mean, that's a malaprop with a name.
You walked right into that one.
Thanks for watching Wolf and Luke. Tap to see more and click the button in the middle to subscribe to Arizona Sports.